In case you missed it, 7Artisans just launched a brand new set of prime cinema lenses. Now I have the 24 and 50 millimeter in the studio with me, and I've had them for roughly all of like 24 to like 30-ish hours. And so these are going to be my first impression of these lenses. Now, before I dive into my thoughts, I do want to mention that 7Artisans did send these over to me to test, but they are not paying me and I get to say whatever I want. And so with that, let's dive right in talking about what I think about these lenses, starting first with the image quality. Now, I specifically have the 24 millimeter and the 50 millimeter here in the studio, and I was able to shoot a couple of things, kind of just testing out the lenses. Overall, I did feel like these offered a nice, clean, sharp image. Now with a T2.1, you're not going to have a ton of chromatic aberration. Now this is where I would say I would like to get the rest of the set in the studio before I give a full set comparison as far as how these match together. I found that the 24 and 50 did match a little bit, but I'd like to see what the rest of the set looks like in comparison to other lenses in the set. Now talking more about image quality, you are going to see some flaring. I am a huge fan of flaring, and I did like how the 24 millimeter did flare, and so that's really nice to see. 7Artisans usually has decent flaring lenses. Now as far as things like focus breathing, in my focus breathing test, I actually noticed more on the 24 millimeter than I did the 50 millimeter. I felt like the 50 millimeter was well controlled, but the 24 millimeter had a little bit of focus breathing, and so you may see some focus breathing depending on which lenses you go with. But again, these are sub $1,000 cinema lenses, and so you kind of have to make those concessions somewhere.
This coffee has no sugar in it. It's a little gross.
Now, one place I don't think you're making concessions is in the overall build and design. These are freaking tanks. I love a solid tank lens. Let me see if I can get this to focus. This is a solid piece of metal, and I love it for that. You are going to have a decently long focus throw, and you're going to have an 82 millimeter filter thread. Your gears, just like any cinema lens, are going to be properly pitched, and the mounts that this comes in is in PL and EF. Overall, these are just solid lenses, and again, I love a good set of affordable, solid cinema lenses. And so with all that said, if you are someone that is looking for a solid set of cinema lenses without breaking the bank, I would definitely consider checking out the new 7Artisans Cine Primes set. And so that's it for me. Again, just kind of a first impressions or first look at this new set of cinema lenses from 7Artisans. If you do have any questions about these lenses, let me know in the comments below, or reach out to me on Instagram and we can start our conversation there. As always, thank you for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Peace.
This is the third take, and the coffee still is pretty at this point, and I'm actually used to it. Right?